Today is a good day for Palantir's. Palantir's price just went up. The market is slowly recovering. Analysts are dropping their signals. Palantir dropped massive bombshells again. And this could save Palantir's price soon. We might be entering an exciting era for Palantir. A massive 10 times surge in price is closer than we think. What is happening? And what on earth am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Palantir is showing some real strength right now. Even after all the doubts, it managed to hold its ground, keeping its price steady in the mid-80s. A lot of people were skeptical at first, wondering if this was just a temporary boost before another drop. Some thought it was only a matter of time before it lost momentum and slipped back down. But that didn't happen. Instead, Palantir held firm, proving that this wasn't just a quick spike. It was actually stabilizing. This shift completely changed the mood around the stock. Just a short while ago, there was uncertainty, hesitation, even fear that it would tumble again. Now, that nervous energy is fading. Investors who were on edge are starting to feel a bit more confident. The community, which had been holding its breath, is finally seeing signs of recovery. It's not just wishful thinking anymore. There's real proof that Palantir is steadying itself. Of course, no one's calling it a full comeback just yet. There's still a long way to go before it can truly reclaim its former highs. But for now, the fact that it hasn't crashed back down is enough to give people hope. And here's the thing. One analyst took a deep dive into Palantir's chart and laid it all out. He broke down that sharp drop and pointed out something interesting. Right now, there's a key level sitting just above where the price is holding, acting like a ceiling. But if the market plays along, there's room for a solid recovery, possibly pushing Palantir back toward that big round triple-digit mark. And here's another reason people are paying attention. Deal flow has been strong. Palantir isn't just coasting, it's landing deals, keeping momentum going behind the scenes. That's the kind of thing that gives investors confidence, making them think this could be more than just a temporary pause before another drop. The pieces are there. It's just a matter of whether the market is ready to push it higher. But hey, did you know? Palantir might actually pump to 1K soon? And yes, I'm not kidding. And the reason? Well, I'll later explain it clearly at the later part of the video, so better stick and watch until the end. However, another analyst jumped in with even more insights, breaking down exactly what's happening with Palantir's price action. He updated the chart and pointed out that Palantir had a strong push, closing up over 7% in the middle of the week. But here's what makes that move even more interesting. It wasn't just some random spike. Palantir was running alongside some of the biggest AI names, and the volume was solid, but not excessive. That's usually a sign of healthy buying rather than just hype-driven momentum. What really stood out, though, was how Palantir managed to close above a key short-term moving average, something only a handful of major stocks, like Meta and Nvidia, were able to do. And that's not something you see every day. This kind of price action is a big hint that institutional investors are stepping in, putting serious money behind the stock. When the big players start buying, it usually means they see potential for something bigger. Palantir also bounced right off a crucial support level and is now creeping back into that tricky resistance zone between 84 and 87. This is a big test. If it can push through and hold above 87, we could be looking at a real trend reversal. But for that to happen, the volume needs to pick up, at least 1.5 times what we're seeing now. Without that extra push, it could struggle to break out. Beyond that, there are even bigger levels to watch. If Palantir manages to clear 87, the next big targets are 92, then 96, and eventually that triple-digit mark at 103. But it all comes down to whether buyers can keep up the momentum. Right now, Palantir is in a crucial spot, and the next few moves will tell us if this rally has real legs or if it's just another temporary bounce. But wait, hold on, wait a minute. It looks like Palantir might actually push to 1K soon. And no, I'm not being crazy, it's actually possible now. And later on the video, I will reveal how and why. So don't forget to watch until the end for the golden answer. But here's the kicker. Big money investors are making some major adjustments too. Loop Capital Markets just lowered its price target on Palantir from $141 to $125. But here's the interesting part. They're still sticking with a buy rating, meaning they still see long-term value in the stock, even after the recent turbulence. This adjustment didn't come out of nowhere. It followed a private meeting between one of Loop Capital's analysts and Palantir's CFO David Glazer, along with his finance team. During that meeting, the analyst got an inside look at Palantir's AI product integration, seeing firsthand how the company is weaving artificial intelligence into its business. They also went over Palantir's market strategy, operations, and where things are headed next. And despite lowering their target, they're still bullish on the company. Why? Because Palantir's numbers are solid. The company boasts an impressive profit margin of over 80%, and its revenue has grown nearly 30% in the last year. Even with all the ups and downs, Palantir's stock has surged 135% over the past 6 months, proving that there's still strong momentum behind it. On top of that, the company maintains a healthy financial position, with a current ratio near 6 and manageable debt levels. Palantir has been on a wild ride, no doubt, but its position in the AI world remains strong. Its ability to handle complex data and its strategic push into enterprise AI are keeping it ahead of the curve. Even with Loop Capital adjusting expectations, the company's financial health and overall market strength are still catching the attention of investors. And if history tells us anything, when institutional money stays interested, there's usually a reason for it. But wait, whatever corrections we're seeing in Palantir's price right now might just be a temporary shakeup. Why? Because Palantir isn't slowing down. In fact, it's expanding. And now we've got big news. Palantir just announced a strategic partnership with Ripcord, a move that could unlock entirely new layers of enterprise data using robotics, AI, and automation. This isn't just another deal. It's a serious step forward. Palantir's tech is already known for handling massive amounts of complex data. And now, by teaming up with Ripcord, they're taking it even further. This partnership is all about bringing cutting-edge automation and AI together, helping businesses make sense of their data in ways they never could before. However, here's the thing. While some are excited about Palantir's strength, others are saying the drop was inevitable because, well, it was just way too expensive. One analyst even threw in some sarcasm, joking that people were blaming tariffs for the dip when the real issue was pretty obvious. Palantir was trading at sky-high valuations. It was running at hundreds of times its earnings, priced way ahead of its future profits, and carrying a price-to-sales ratio that was through the roof. On top of that, its price-to-earnings multiple was absolutely massive. Basically, it was sitting at a level where any little shakeup could send it tumbling. So, according to the skeptics, this wasn't about bad news or external factors. It was just a classic case of a stock cooling off after running way too hot. They see the drop as a much-needed correction rather than something to panic about. But, of course, not everyone agrees. Some believe Palantir's growth potential justifies those big numbers, while others think it still has a long way to fall. But wait, speaking of numbers, I know this sounds crazy, but hear me out. Something even wilder just happened. Palantir's official Twitter page posted something that got everyone talking. In reference to their new partnership, they dropped this simple but powerful message: more data, more robots, more automation, powered by Palantir. Now, hold on. Does this mean Palantir is becoming a robotics company? If so, this is huge. And here's why. NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang, just made a massive prediction about the future of robotics. And if he's right, Palantir might be positioning itself at the center of one of the biggest technological revolutions of our time. Huang recently declared that we are entering the robotics era, a time when AI-powered automation will take over industries from manufacturing and logistics to healthcare and retail. Unlike traditional automation that follows rigid programming, these new AI-driven robots will be able to learn, adapt, and improve on their own. This isn't some distant sci-fi fantasy. It's happening right now. They are already leading this charge by developing cutting-edge AI computing systems that power intelligent robots. We're talking about a future where robots don't just follow commands. They think, analyze, and make decisions in real time. So what does this mean for Palantir? If they're integrating robotics and automation into their AI-driven platforms, they're not just playing in the data space anymore. They're stepping into the next wave of AI evolution. This could be the moment where Palantir breaks into an entirely new market. And if Jensen Huang's prediction is right, the demand for AI-powered robotics is going to explode. And here's where things get really interesting. We've talked about this before. Many analysts have thrown out wild price targets for Palantir, with some even saying it could reach $1,000 in the future. At the time, it might have sounded crazy, but now? If the robotics era is truly about to take off, and Palantir cements itself as a key player in this space, then suddenly, those high price predictions don't seem so impossible. The pieces are lining up. AI, automation, robotics, it's all coming together. And Palantir? They might just be at the center of it all. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Palantir update might—
New all-time high is on the horizon. How does that sound? I am pretty sure just one thought of it makes you excited. But what if I told you that there's a potential to triple the expectations? The Shiba Inu would literally explode in price. But recent discovery proves that it actually might be more than possible. And all of this because of one little detail we haven't been paying attention to. What a shame. But what is it about? And why should we be excited? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. In the past 7 days, more than 17 trillion Shiba Inu tokens have been moved, catching everyone's attention due to the significant increase in volatility. This massive movement is like a tidal wave in the world of cryptocurrency. To put it into perspective, 17 trillion tokens represent a huge portion of Shiba Inu's circulating supply, making this activity impossible to ignore. Such a large transfer of tokens often raises eyebrows because it can signal that the Shiba Inu is in a good place. What if it's not? Well, let me explain. A big shift in the market. When so much of a cryptocurrency is moved in a short period, it usually means that something big is happening behind the scenes. This could be anything from large holders or whales making strategic moves to potential changes in the market sentiment. With on-chain activity surging like this, many people are hopeful that a bullish trend might be on the horizon for Shiba Inu in the upcoming week. Recently, Shiba Inu's price has shown significant volatility, with charts indicating regular testing of support and resistance levels. This pattern suggests that Shiba Inu is in a consolidation phase, which means it's gathering momentum before making a significant move. This behavior makes people feel that a crucial shift is about to happen. It's like watching a calm before the storm. Everything is quiet, but you can sense that something big is on the way. Imagine standing by the shore and noticing the waves getting stronger and more frequent. You know a big wave is coming, but you can't tell exactly when or how powerful it will be. Investors are in a similar situation, feeling the anticipation and preparing for Shiba Inu to make its next big move. But here's something interesting. Even though 17 trillion Shiba Inu tokens were moved in the last 7 days, the price doesn't reflect this activity. In fact, Shiba Inu's price is down by 7% during the same period. This contradiction has people scratching their heads. Normally, such a large movement of tokens would be expected to have a significant impact on the price. When this much activity is happening, it's a good sign that Shiba Inu is going to have a significant impact on the price. Especially with high trading volumes, prices usually go up or down more dramatically. But seeing a 7% drop instead of a rise or a major change is puzzling to many investors. This situation leaves people wondering what's going on behind the scenes. They question whether this massive transfer is a strategic move by big players, or if there are other factors at play that aren't immediately visible. It's like expecting a big gig. Wave to hit the shore after seeing the tide rise, but then the water suddenly calms down in a second. Instead, this unexpected turn of events keeps everyone guessing about what might happen next. One of the factors that might have contributed to this unexpected price drop is the rising rumors and negativity towards the Shiba Inu development team. You might remember that they launched a lot of projects back in the day. But now, with no recent updates, people are losing hope and faith in the team. This happens because in the crypto world, trust and confidence play a huge role. When a team launches new projects, it creates excitement and optimism. But when there are no updates or progress reports, investors start to worry. They begin to doubt whether the team can deliver on their promises, and this doubt can lead to selling off their tokens, driving the price down. From an ethical point of view, it's understandable why people feel this way. They invested their money based on the promise of future developments. When those developments don't happen or aren't communicated, it feels like a broken promise. Transparency and consistent communication from the development team are crucial to maintaining trust. Without it, rumors and negativity can easily spread, causing further damage to the project's reputation and value. And one of the projects at the center of the hate and discussions was Shiba Inu's Metaverse project. The last major update for the project came in March 2024, when Lucy shared a sneak peek into the progress made on Shiba Inu Metaverse. Since then, the community hasn't received many updates about the project. This lack of information stirred speculation that the team might have forgotten about the Metaverse project. With growing concerns about the lack of updates, Shiba Inu's marketing lead, Lucy, addressed the issue in a Twitter post today. According to Lucy, the less information disclosed about the Metaverse project now, the more impactful the next revelation will be when it's unveiled. And this approach actually quite makes sense. By keeping details under wraps, the team can build anticipation and ensure that when they do reveal new information, it has a bigger impact. Tactic often used to create suspense and excitement, making the eventual announcement feel like a significant event rather than just another update. Lucy ended her tweet with the phrase, "This suggests that even though the team hasn't shared any updates about Shiba Inu Metaverse, they are actively working on it behind the scenes." This is reassuring for investors and supporters who have been worried about the project's future. Hearing this is good news because it restores some confidence. It shows that the team is aware of the community's concerns and is strategically planning their next move. This kind of communication is a good thing. This kind of communication helps to rebuild trust and can reinvigorate interest in the project, potentially leading to positive movements in the token's value. In addition, Lucy has often taken to the X social media platform to address the Shiba Inu community about those spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt about Shiba Inu and its developer team. Instead of suggesting a confrontational approach, Lucy proposes a peaceful and calm solution. In her tweets, Lucy advises the global Shiba Inu army on how to react to FUD and those who are interested in Shiba Inu. Attacking Shiba Inu. Her advice is simple. Do nothing. Let the fudders be, she recommends. Don't let them get to you. Be yourself. Choose positivity and positive things will happen. She also shared her personal approach, saying, "I simply forget they exist and leave them to their fate." This advice encourages the community to stay focused on their goals and not be distracted by negativity, promoting a positive and constructive atmosphere within the Shiba Inu community. And it looks like this approach has worked. The hate seems to have stopped, and Shiba Inu has stopped falling in price. As of now, it appears to be pretty stable, with the price remaining flat over the last 24 hours.